Hello everybody, I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie Dark Phoenix. This movie follows the X-Men after going on a mission into space. Jean Grey starts losing control of her powers, and the rest of the X-Men are trying to stop her. That's all I'm going to say about this movie, because I don't want to run it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, because it just came out and everything. The movie is directed by Simon Kinberg, who was a producer on all of the previous X-Men films and everything. He also wrote this movie and everything, and the cast in this is pretty good for the most part. Charles Xavier is once again played by James McAvoy, and he does a pretty good job again. I always thought he was really good in the previous X-Men movies, and he was still pretty good in this one. Michael Fassbender is back as Magneto, who to me steals every scene he's in. Magneto's one of my favorite X-Men characters and everything, and I've always loved Michael Fassbender as Magneto and everything. I thought he did a really good job. Nicholas Hoult as Beast was really good. I think this is one of his best performances in the series as the character. Thought he did really, really good. Then Sophie Turner plays Jean Grey, who becomes the Dark Phoenix and everything. I think she fits the role really well. I think she's a lot better casted than people have said. Because I know a lot of people didn't really like her in X-Men Apocalypse, which I actually really liked that movie a lot and everything. So I was really excited for this movie and everything, and I thought she was great as Jean Grey and everything. I thought she was a lot better and everything than Famke Johnson or whatever her name is. But also Jennifer Lawrence is in this for a little bit. She's not in it as much as she is in some of the other movies. If you've seen the trailer, you can pretty much guess why and everything, but I'm not gonna say why. But she was okay. You could kind of tell that she didn't really want to be in this movie very much, and it kind of shows a little bit in her performance. I think it was her weakest performance is Mystique. You could tell she was getting tired of playing this character. And then the supporting cast of characters that were introduced in the last movie, Cyclops, played by Ty Sheridan, is really good. I think he fits the role really well. I thought that Cody McPhee as Nightcrawler was pretty good, although he's not in it a lot. They don't make him do a lot in this, but except for in certain scenes, but he's still good as a character. Alexandra Shipp, I think is her name, plays Storm. I think she does a decent enough job. I don't think she's as good as Halle Berry was, but I think she was good enough in this. And Quicksilver is in this again, played by Evan Peters. And they really lowered his character from the last two movies. He stole a lot of the scenes in X-Men Days of Future Past, and he was really likable in Apocalypse. But they really just they didn't give him hardly anything to do in this movie. And he wasn't in it a whole lot anyway. But they didn't really give him anything to do, and so it kind of felt like a wasted opportunity with him. And then the villain, I think her name is Vuk or Buck or something like that. Something weird. Played by Jessica Chastain, is one of the worst villains in the franchise. Just really poorly written and everything. I didn't really like the villain at all in this. I think if they would have just kept her out of the story and just focused on Jean Grey, it might have been a little bit better. Of course, it would have been probably a lot shorter too, but they didn't do a whole lot with the villain in this movie, going into the character and stuff like that. But I think she was a pretty one-note villain, one of the worst ones I've seen in a long time. I think she rates up there with Suicide Squad's villain, and Malekith from Thor: The Dark World is some of the worst comic book movie villains. This movie is supposed to be the end of the X-Men franchise from Fox. Technically, it won't be the very last movie in the franchise because New Mutants, if they release it, is supposed to be out next April. If they actually do release it. But as far as these X-Men characters, this is their last movie and everything, and I think it was a decent ending and everything. I think they did a decent enough job and everything. It could have been a lot better, but I think it could have been a lot worse too and everything. But it was a decent movie, and I think it's a lot better than a lot of the critics and stuff are saying and everything. I think a lot of them are just saying it because it's not part of the MCU. Because critics are biased when it comes to superhero movies. They only really like superhero movies that are part of the MCU, usually, with very few exceptions in this series and everything. But anyway, I'd give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for the villain, I probably would give it an 8, because I did enjoy it quite a bit. It was really fast paced. I was never bored or anything. But because of the villain, I'd give it a 7.5. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. If there's any other movie reviews or top 10 lists or movie series rankings or anything you want me to do, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. And thank you, and have a good day, everybody. Also, I'd like to remind y'all to check out the Facebook group Horror Enthusiasts 101. Some Facebook group with a bunch of fellow YouTubers, including Corey from CDR, Esley Greer from Entertainment Fanatic Reviews, Derek from Derek's Horror Corner, Desmond from Desmond Flicks, Lee from Lee Bowman Reviews, and there's many other ones in there, so definitely check out that group. And also don't forget to check out the live stream for the movie Sleepaway Camp 2 tomorrow, with Derek and Corey and some of the guys in the group. So definitely don't forget to check that out as well, and everything. And I also forgot to mention in this movie, Hans Zimmer did the score for Dark Phoenix. I think it was a really, really good score. I think he did a really good job on it and everything, so I forgot to mention that too. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.